Now get ready for, please respond to your roll number. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 40. We will discuss today on the Scout and Guide. I hope that you haven't gone through these topics before. Do you have ideas, little ideas about the Scout and Guides? Is there anybody who have little ideas about these Scout and Guides? Nobody? Okay, have you been since those cadets of the Scout and Guide?
Yes.
Where? Schools only. If you climb Borani, if you climb Charobachings, if you participate Republic Day, most of the national festival, they will join during the national calamities. Also, they will come out. Okay. So these Scout and Guides, who is a really wonderful, jobs and service to be given by the students. And this Scout and Guides was established by whom? Who was the father of this Scout and Guide? Okay, Lieutenant General Robert Baden-Powell was British Army officers, writer also and founder of first Ship Scout of the worldwide Boy Scout movement, and founder with his sister H of the worldwide Girls Guide and Girl Scout movement also was there. Robert Baden-Powell was the father and the first founders of the Boy Scout, even the Girl Scout also. And certain objectives are also there. Why these Scout movements around the globes, and why this Scout movement is in the M.Ed syllabus? Because your students, we are trying to become the teacher educators of the B.Ed colleges, where teacher of the secondary school will be trained. So many problems are there. I hope that you may agree that we find a lot of problems, especially secondary education students, right? What is the secondary stage? May I know this level of the secondary stage? Class 9 to 12. It has two categories. One is lower secondary, another is higher secondaries. Right. So if you are appointed as a lecturer of the secondary, lecturer, service will be from class 9 to 12, being a lecturer of higher secondaries. And higher secondary having classes from 9 to 12 as per rules. Okay, and from class 1 to 8, this belongs to primary education. The primary also has two categories. One is lower and another one is upper. Okay, so especially why this M.Ed is meant for the betterment of the secondary educations. Why this girls or the Boy Scout movement is in our syllabus? Do you know the reason why? The purpose of having the topics on the scout movements in the secondary education 2 of the M.Ed second year course is nothing but that we have to train the teenager students of the secondary educations. During their times, the philanthropic movement is necessary because they are so. May I know some of the characteristics, behavioral characteristics of the teenager? They are so adventurous, and they like to have many more friends. They have eagerness to taste anything new, and they are very, very energetic, and they like to know the societies also. In order to fulfill all these purposes, see, Pauls develop or introduce the scout movement. If we impart some of the nationalisms or the patriotic type of education is being provided to the teenagers, and they will be far away from the unwanted things. Being a scout, certain rules are there, do's and don'ts also. We will be very disciplined ones because of the scout movements. On the other hand, there is also NCC also is there, and another one is NSS is also there. National Service Scheme is also there. The main purpose of this is nothing but to mold the teenagers in a very productive citizens, right? So if we don't have this scout movement at the secondary level, they will. There is a risk of many problems. In the name of the making friends, in the name of the knowing the societies, in the name of adventures, okay, and they will touch everything, and their future will be very dark. Okay, so this kind of the scout movement is really useful, and that is why it was adopted in India also. In Manipur also, there is a scout movement. Why the scout movement? I also told you a little bit. Let's try to know much more about this. He was born on 2nd February 1857, Paddington, London, United Kingdoms. This that Robert Battlebones I'm talking about. And he was died on 9 January 1941, that is in Nairobi, Kenya. And full name is Robert Stephen Smith Baden Paul. It was a full name of the Pauls, the father and a founder of the Scout movement in the Globes. These are the parents, Haranitas Grace Smith Baden Pauls. Okay. And a scout smiles and whistles under all the circumstances. Okay, they have a sacrificing spirit. And the most worthwhile thing is to try to put the happiness into the life of the others. I hope that during your teenager time there is no any worriness, any fearness during the teenager times. Teenager ki matam da di no koi shuru nan thur agalai bim ngaptani aki ba ba poche amta yaukti. Mokoi di full of energy ni, and therefore full of energy in the sense that physically they are very enough strong, full of energies. Sometimes they forget to have food also while they are playing. Sana buda koi chak chani hai bo kau adu mo period makal amane teenager period. And the high river, Madam says the Kaidotare. I hope that from the your Madam Nomikas about the characteristics of infancy, early childhood, adolescence period, you may go through all the characteristics of the adolescence period. Nadra, they like to make more friends, and they are very, very energetic. However, in terms of the mental level and intellectual level, they are very low as compared to the level or strength of their body. So physically, they are physically dominate the mental capacities of their okay, and that is why they have less rationality as compared to the other stages of human beings, right? So during these times, by doing these scout movements, they may know the societies also. There is a chance to help others, and they will respect the others. They will help the others when others are in problems also. This is a great chance to interact many type of people. According to Vygotsky, also told us that what socialization is must in order to enhance the knowledge. Am I true? And according to Piaget said that language is a key factor to learn the knowledge. So which one is true? Both are true, but which one is more true, Vygotsky? Because how we can interact many peoples without the language. So language is very important. Once we need to learn the language, how we learn the language? By interacting different type of the peoples. You learn the language of Papa, Mama from your, that is also because of socializations, right? And that is why we will have a chance to service the others. We will have a chance to interact many type of people when in other unavoidable circumstances. We will be over there. We will help there. Cyclone might be there, say earthquake might be there, flood might be there, drought might be there, or festival might be there. During those times, their energy will be utilized to help the others. So this is what we call the sense of patriotism, the sense of nationalism. If this kind of attitude is developed during the teenager age, and they will be far away from unwanted things. And the education, the prime purpose of education is nothing but preparing the good citizenship. Am I true? So without the service to the other, how can we improve ourselves? How can we improve our societies? Okay, so you are getting educations. This education is nothing but for a service of the others. And then you will get a job, and your job is not for you, your job is for the others also. Service to the society, and therefore reward is given in the form of the salaries and pay, right? So always we will learn to help others. Okay, when you are an employee also, you have to learn how to help the others. The scout is never taken by surprise. He knows exactly what to do when anything unexpected happens. Okay, so this is a decision has been already taken. Promises will be there. I hope that you haven't gone through the Kasam Java promise in the military service, in police service also. Okay, they have to promise, like that in Scout also promises are theirs. Induction programs are there, by holding the candle lights, right? The promises will always be theirs. As far as teacher also, offer form are given by the government, and you have to sign, you have to give the promises on the basis of that appointment letter and transfer order or joining letter will be given by the government also, right? Promises is always necessary, because without the promises we may make more mistakes while we are doing service to the others, right? Because without the aims, without the purpose, how can we exist all lives? I hope that every one of you may have a purpose of life. Life is mean because of purpose. If we don't have a purpose, life is meaningless. Am I true? Matam len basi sathi na wa baneba. Adu thabam laita di wa ta baneba. That is what a purpose. So keep purpose. What are the things that you can do during your lifetime? Dangi punsi sida nang kari tauge na khallige. Adu dugi pandam da dene ko ina honori se. Ko nahak phaba ama nahak job phangba ama nangi family tu yam nungai bom nahak ngang sing su nungai bom nangi friends sing su nangi related sing su nang locality sing su nungai ba then state su country di su world su nungai hen batu natra na age service mani ko asig purpose me am sing fulfill tawna owner ba kandadi automatically koi afaba dum thabuk tor kane hen khalle. Okay, so let us try to find out what are the purposes of life. Okay, please keep purposes. Now, what is a scout and guide? First, let's try to know, after knowing the pole, the founder of the scout movement around the globes. The Scout and Guide is a voluntary, non-political educational movement for the young people, open to all without distinctions of origin, race, or creed, in accordance with the purpose, principle, and method conceived by the founder, Lord Baden-Powell, in 1907. So many differences are there among us in terms of the language, in terms of culture, in terms of location, traditions, religion. We are different from one to another. All those differences will be forgotten when you join the Scout and Guide movement. Okay, so this is really service, this humanitarian service. I hope that these times I find one Sumang Lila Sangai what? Sangai Kari? Sangai Kenom something is there. One nurse is there doing service as a what? As a nurse of the peacekeeping force of the UNO, doing job where a lot of terrorist activities are there, and their parent has been killed, and then the nurse saved only one daughter of their parents, and then when the nurse is returned back to the Manipur, and she came along with that Muslim daughters. Okay, Muslim daughters thought that the nurse is her mothers. Okay, so visited all the places, religious places of Manipur, and she decided that I will remain always if I belong to Muslim. Because in the medical service there is no the room of religion. Am I true? In sport also, in Scout movement also, there is no place of religions. Just let us take it that all the human beings are same. That is what we call humanitarian service. This Scout and Guide movement. So, who is the father of the Scout and the Guide? Robert Stephen Smith Baden-Powell, Lieutenant General Robert Stephen Smith Baden-Powell. I think he was not only the military person, but also I should say that he was also one of the psychologists who tried to mold the young citizens for the service of the others. Right? Shall I proceed? Now let's try to know the history of the scouting guiding around the globe. The Boy Scout movement had a simple start in the year 1907, and when a retired Army General Lord Baden-Powell conducted an experimental camp in Brown Sea Island in England with 20 boys. I'm telling this the history of Scout and Guides. The successful conduct of the camp and the publication of books based on scouting for boys and the fortnightly marked the start of the Boy Scout movement. Mi angang kun khak khomchalaga mi service to by koi si tausi ko si chau chen angang training tor pui wanida. I think what is meant by NCC? No, what is the use of NCC? This is a preparatory for active service. Maybe Air Force, maybe infantry, maybe Navy. Chumbra lambra. And those who get higher qualification in NCC are preferable for the appointment of the active service. There is extra mark at the time of the recruitment. Chumbra lambra, because same training is given by Chumbra, and NCC candidates may be called out during the war time also. Maram train tau thamamina military wala pa yai ba police nungsi atai mayam sing wala pa yai ba aduduna any time ko kholakane war ni matam da so aduduna hana training tawraga thambi bagi wari ni hai bagi atradi paisa lejabal jadabagi wa natana anybody can join NCCs. Adu join the hontar the angang sing join the hontar di magi kadoba service to the human mankind happy wakan sula ani loina na kadok tari mangon the nationalism ni patriotism wakan lakpana maram warganda ngasai yam min oi wakan dula aroi chumra then adu the natana national state service the suma involved tawrabane and then kadok tare aptitude is inborn quality. Am I true? Aptitude or attitude? Aptitude. Okay, aptitude is inborn qualities. When the notification is coming out from the magazine secretary or the principal or the magazine professors of the magazine secretary, and those who are interested to contribute in terms of the poem, story, whatever, they will contribute. Automatically they will come out. Likewise, in NCC also, without the, voluntarily they will join, because this is related with what? The inborn qualities. If we have inborn quality, automatically we will join in the sports also, in literary activity also, cultural activity also, social service also. Likewise, in NCC also. Police, army, navy, air force, NCC join the join the Ubukan is a Patavo Sangamayam, the Kocha bullet of military service need call. Mukui Masagi Kakri Wakatanati, me Mating Toge, I will call on the Yautoni, me Mating Toge, I better of the Ahan, Patabayaro, I patter me Mating Toya Poti, physically, mentally, socially, morally, I put pit Webatabani. I do all round development, educationally aim to Madusu, my partner, Honabakana, Toba role of Maloeva, Sagi, NCC, NSS, and Scout movements in a call. So in the year 1910, a palace rally was held where the girls wearing the Boy Scout uniform appeared and wanted to join the Scout movement. So uniform boy service Scout call. 1910. And Lord Baden Powell decided to start movement for girls with the help of his sister Angel's Battle Pauls. My sister girl is a hoggle. Nupi man sings you, Nupa Nupi sing you service am Red Cross star. Yes, we have in our college also we have a branch of the ITs. You will get certain benefits at the time of the admission in other institution or at the time for the what we call it getting the job also. Okay, and then have you gone through the civil defense? Have you been going through civil defense? So during the say disasters, I hope that you haven't gone through the disaster movement cells are there nationwide. When me sing Tarkan sing the song the readings do, go rescue to so that we have a national team also there and then a state team also there. So if we train many youngsters, that civil defense skills, me Dolandagi me kamai pusarakani, the me ising sa mai cha kan kamai changa set so many trainings are being imparted. Not only the me help the Udanatana family the Sukana doing Gyasama mai chala the kamai kudan mutarkani, I have anything but life skill mayama P civil defense so the training are being invited being provided every year by the Department of Civil Defense. So look was say so there's the kind of information mayama piri skill mayama piri and if the candidate who have been trained civil defense skills and then they are liable to appoint in the department of the Kariba disaster department the suma tabakhan mai kudong sam mayam lagi ko police da natana army da natana navy da natana air force da natana ko adumba department mayam am su lagi now scouting in India. Scouting started in India in the year 1909 with the Captain T. I. Baker established the first scout troop in Bangalore and got it registered with the Imperial headquarters London. Scout movement se adum 1909 da yangan na hore India da suko. It's good. And subsequently scout troops were formed in the Pune, Simla, Madras, Jabalpur, Lonavala, Mumbai, and registered with the Imperial headquarters during 1910 and 1911. This is also nothing but a preparatory of the military service. And these units were open to Europeans and Anglo-Indian citizens only. And the first guide company in India was started in Jabalpur, Central India in 1911. Matamduda the East India Company ki my branch in Kananabagi Wakalon the neighbor. So like that, India Masigi Poti, India Punamaki, Panaba Honabadasu, Koi Hujiti Motosi home break. Now the Bharat Scouts Guide is a voluntary non-political educational movement for the young people, open to all without the distinction of origin, race, creed, in accordance with the purposes, principles and matters conceived by the founder Lord Baden-Powell 1907. British now it's time for India, and therefore the title has been changed Bharat Scout Guide Movement. We have grants also there in Manipur. Okay, so many of the teenager students of the secondary education, they are lagging behind these. If they join these, Katukaran Parak Turok Chatui Chapudi, Bullet of the Chapudi Sumachi Yapsalagadi, and Angsindo, Paraknabagi Macham, Soy Oigan and Kaliko. Tavok later Kandani Mis and Mangduisi. Now, the purpose. What is the purpose of the Scout movement? The purpose of the movement is to contribute to the development of young people in achieving their full physical, intellectual, social, spiritual potential as individual, as responsible citizens, as a member of the local, national, and international communities. The Scout movement ki pandam sujam pasidra. Physically, mentally, all-round development like Bagaloina, Isha, Bagaloina, Kadabi, Mating, national level, international level, the Kudung Sava Pange, Scout movements. This is a really wonderful job. Aduna, me say Parami Paramoisi, Chingadra, Dinero Masi, Jugochado or Matina. By Tangi Tangudana, kind of such it whenever. But Scout Yaw would be Sumba Tabusi, Torohe, Toroe in the Kali, Jumbra. Marupang Yam Tina was Yam Palm, Yara, Quagi, Facebook, when we checked the Facebook account of the teenagers, I think is more than 10,000. Friends are there. Kangne, Kangne, the Kangne, Loy Pongna emoji. Apopatam the Kangde. 10,000 is the minimum Martani. I need young Bagan Ziza. So they like to make more friends. Karamba friends, Scout movement, the lady, but my whole national key, state key, international key, adu friends are going to send good Patra, Facebook, the Nawi Muta. So, what are the principles of the Scout movement? Duty to God. I know say Isorgi Sebani. Me Matin Tautardi, it will return back to you. Am I right? Have you been gone through three values according to the idealisms, Indian philosophy? What are those? Saitam Sivam Sindram. Okay, that is beauty, good, and truth. Truth is the last value. Okay, beauties. You are really ugly, and you have a horrible face, like a giant. So everybody don't like to see on you. But if you are doing good service, your face will be beautified day by day. Masak yam teacher azu, masak te sati na thi. Adu bu kaitore rasim dil leh harkane. Kari ki mi kudima ki thabak service help tor hogi. Gyan tarabra. Yum chung phasar kane last adi kaitore ma se adu ki mingthon pirasi adu ki mingthon piri Mahatma Gandhi se payam kan phasa ponte da. Chumranes because of his service to nane ma pangido. Nadra. Adi tari makeup to ki one teba. Maru ori se service to name. Me kudima ki health over taragati. Then this is nothing but service to the God. Habadi, the voice of the people is the voice of the God. So mayam na pay na harak tardi kaya wo phanam phata ba mi disu soy na parak kane. Parang ni paroy. Me kudimang na. Ko. Senior, this is the power of the gods. So duty to the God is nothing but duty to the peoples. Me mating si health to se haba. Matam do da mangsa ba matal lay we. Yaning de. Yaning da ba yaw mali. Saban kha bane na phai na ko. Ko saban kha ra se saban tu dia sang adi wal to chongchela sang adi chumra ne adu sa khudi apoi bu de da loi na ba nungsina na lemi na na patro. Kitu group na lay na lanjai. Lanjai kitu.
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯋꯥꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯚꯤꯗꯤꯑꯣꯁꯦ ꯊꯥꯖꯜꯂꯦꯗꯅ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯊꯥꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯅꯦꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯊꯥꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯐꯦꯛꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯗꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ
ꯂꯩꯇꯂꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ or beggar ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ or ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯃꯄꯥꯟꯗꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯠꯇꯒ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯍꯟ ꯀꯅꯥꯝꯇꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯗꯕ ꯑꯍꯟꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯅꯋꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯕꯤꯇꯤ ꯔꯣꯗꯇꯒꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯎꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯀꯣ ꯀꯔꯥꯏ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯣ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯋꯥꯟꯁ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯣ ꯃꯥ ꯊꯥꯡꯖꯟꯕꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯃꯄꯤ ꯁꯦꯝꯕꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯝꯃ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ 10ꯗ ꯄꯤꯔꯝꯕꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯦꯕ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯠꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ God will not give us the blessing migi mating pangdana ai kamai phadoino haiba can you live alone no adui tardi koi help to thok thro migi chumbrane sineba so duty to God the first point is adherence to the spiritual principles ai punging wakal is saying the way aroi haiba this because this is one of the principles of the scout and loyalty to the religions religions is the royalty oibatare and the duty to the others duty to the others one is the duty to the God another is the duty to the others ishwar seva to gi kamai tauni ina ishwar khoram de kariyan khange when you worship the God na kari khange puning sengwam changdra adigi pi asengba di iru jathokpa yam sengna changbam changdra ba puning hakchang animak senga kan isor khoram godabne haibagi atri scout haitar di puning ju hakchang ju sengbam change adugi wari ni ko laktori poche and due to the others puning hakchang senga kan da mi mating torok to puning ju motba aduga ko kaning oraga mi service to yaro ba to be a guide to be a scout adui tardi sidagi hena phaba poche ukrai leigi agang to compulsory na puning wakal sendok rani afaba thabak tora ani adu tar this is really good especially in Manipur da bullet me am thori ba pharak turak chingkhong chingya da leiri me an agang ji soidna phagane kali this is time for scout movement in every schools I say proudly so loyalty to the one's country in the harmonies of the local international peace understandings and cooperation India ka Pakistan kan lan tawna kan says the war do si pithri pum war do natrawa hosik the war is going on between the Russia and then Ukraine now the world is affecting in terms of the economy in terms of transport so many effects are there because there is no merit points of the wars war ki kana bu sub laiti haba because Ashoka taught us the participation in development society with the recognition and respect for dignity of the one fellow man and for the integrity of the real worlds natural worlds okay and duty to self not only the duty to the God not only duty to the others we should do ourselves also ai isa ju phatta bu yade ba ai isa gi dam thabak tawke mi sum ko chal erga ai phatta di kamai tawne ai ju phaba ma changne okay what are those responsibility for development of oneself ai isa bu ai matik sa da ba ai dait lok ta yade ahal lam na re ma tawre ai gi dang natana ai gi isa gi duty su ai gi routine su maintain to bu tare ba adu gi like satra moina ai gi thok su hona ba tare phaba chinjak cha ma tare natra ne ai isa ni sa bu respect of the isa ni sa ro phana hona da tare what is the future su like te go and then scout and guide is a trustworthy loyal a friend to animals and lovers of the natures aduna nature suma protect togani umang mai tharoi ko sanga so haloi haba adi ta scout of yam phatong mal sik lai salak tre sik am loi mang e ko want kariba akoi gi urai rom tagraba adugi mahai du dagi natra koi phi sangi se phi sangbaduna phi sangi se culture gi part amani adi urai rom ki urirom se kaduba plantation to si problem o in hai karigumba bird ama khakna chadraga di khongnang su mangare khongnang si mahi da dak eta tham su ho roi kaduba uchik na char kanda madudagi phaidarak putuna hogne atna dar su ho roi khongnang se Okay, the extinctions of the bird affect to our culture and our social life, personal life. See, we need animals, we need plants, we need societies. Now the next is disciplines and health, protect the public property, courageous, thrifty, pure in thought and word and deed. Discipline public property mangan bayade nungjen tugaiba ko adagi lambi de labor street tugaiba adigi thunau tugaiba. So all these things does not happen if we are the cadet of the scout and guides. It's really helpful. Adi tardi school na pi daba gyan maya ma scout and guide ki period I have. Uzama am sidi class on like tapada num ware the mokoi ki discipline ki culture character ki movement dari ki chuk yaw de adi tardi scout and guide ki moi kado was senior maya ma trainer maya ma lai mokoi hangdok tari mokoi na dum semje ki dam na ba sata sing ki character sing do adi tardi sata sing loi pharo idra school kar no bo helak podo hela aro heba scout and guides school kuding mo established over taragadi chumra. So on my honor I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to the God and my country and to help others people and to obey the scout and guides law. Sigi promise to ne maya mang si ko sigi promise le sigi promise once kado wa koi kasam cha gi tar gati kado pharak turok to bu yar roi promise to gra bane promise is never breakable natra ne adi tardi scout and guides se adum kana bra and dikhalli masi gi role adum lairi ne khalli among the teenager student chumbra. Now in 1896 our founder Colonel Imphal was Asante in Africa, okay, and after the conflict entering the town was met and greeted by the African chief BP held out his right hand, okay. So African chief said that no, you must shake my left hand because only the breathest of the breath shake hands with the lefts. I said black movement later. Black movement like go. You are black, get up kind of get over Mahatma Gandhi take polam me train the gi ko first class train to we are I see the port poxy get over scout movement like but the problem later. And also the left hand is nearer to your heart. Nearer to your heart. It is given to the hearty shake hands. And we promise the Ugan Sumaila. Okay. So to the curves and skulls shake hands with the left hand, right handshake of the left. Okay, it is a sign that they are all the members of the worldwide scouting family, black and white movement later. Okay. Cinema like this, a question handshakes oin how pare. Madam the heart kay am na one in a call. What is the role of the heart in our lives? Huh? Kari? Kay no nung ngang sig yan. Heart is kay no. There will be 4 H. There will be 4 H. The purpose of education at present 4 H will be there. First, head, heart, hand, and last, health. 4H. The purpose of modern education. 4H. What is the purpose of heart? Head pudi are in a coaxing matan no sing gan fear in heart over. Yes. We should be a very, very cooperative support to the others. This is the role of the heart. My Tamoisha Kaman Rene Gahaise. Heart means humanity, sympathy, helping others. So aduna heart ka mari le na ba hand do na left hand do na handshake taw si kaino da always mokoi gi di minung sigaloy na thabak tawi haibigi wari do na la story pose. Okay. Now who wrote a scout flag song? Sri Daya Sankar Bhatt has been recognized to write a scout and guide flag song. The duration of the song is 45 minutes The song is sung at the time of the taking oath. It is sung to ensure that the person taking the oath will agree to the guidelines of the Scout and Guide November 1st, 2015. Flex it over can we say national anthem gumbagi type. So Bharat Scout Guide Janda Unsa Sarda Hindi siam karna di nungaitre Hindi mayak to ordi papa Hindi mayak to ordi papa he Sajan masya mahina de ko. Anyway, this is a flag song. This is a flag song of the Scout Bharat Scout movement. Okay, you can take it, no problems. Let us move the slides because my time is about to finish. What are the 12 points of the Scout law? What are the laws of the Scout movement? Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, yes, courageous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and relevant. Okay, let's. Now this is the flags of the Scouts. Okay, here national headquarters of the Bharat Scout is where? That is Majumdar Bhavan, 16 Mahatma Gandhi Marg, Indra Prasad Estate, New Delhi. Okay, national headquarters building was inaugurated in the year 1963 and by then Vice President of India, Dr. Zakir Hussain. So nationwide recognized the Bharat Scout movement. Okay. Now this is a uniform of the Scout. This is a uniform of this Scout cadet. So many meanings are there. I will tell you. So this is the national flag. National flag is a tricolor, rectangular peach, and made of the three rectangular bands of equal width. The color of the top bands is saffron. Why it's coming? National flag. Okay. This is the Bharat Scout flag. The Bharat Scout flag, guide flag, shall be in dark blue color. Album is yellow color, shall be in the center of the flag with the Ashoka Chakra and the blue colors. The size of the flag shall be 180 centimeters. The size of the group flag, which is same as above, shall be 180 centimeter into 120 centimeter. Size is very, very reasonable. And with appropriate album, the name of the group shall be written in the yellow color below the album in the straight lines. Okay. Now let us come to finish the topic on the Scout movement. That Scout movement is really helpful in order to nourish the young teenager into the in the spirit of the nationalism, in the spirit of the true. I mean, God help us, not only the individual himself. The individual himself, physically, mentally, socially, morally, culturally, he should be aware. The Scout movement is a great opportunity to explore the everything. Others also, before the service to be given to the others, we should know to whom the service should be given. Right? Okay. So at the guide and movements, we have departments of the Scout in our Manipur also.